Hello everyone, IanXIlyana here. Just the absolute worst makeup. I don't really care that much anymore. Just dark days ahead. So, for those who missed it in the last podcast, this is now countdown to Canada because I lost my disability benefits case again. Again. So, what am I going to do? I'm not going to live in America. I'm certainly not going to live in California. So I'm gonna have to leave for another country. I keep saying that, and then another month goes by. Oh well. I'm super stressed. Just super stressed. This will make me feel better. I'm gonna sing some Alex Johnson again. Am I headed for disaster? Am I forgetting what I know? Or am I afraid instead of letting go? Are we dangerous together? Are we standing to be sure? Are we walking into that storm? Oh, we go again. Back to where we never been. Take it from me. Start over and make it better. Here we go again. Is this what we always wanted? Are they, Jocelyn? Is this beautiful mistake? Is this the way your heart's about to break? Show me a part of you that's different. Show me that you know what I need. Give me something we can believe in. Here we go again. Back to where we've never been. Take it from the end. Start over and make it better. Here we go again. 'Cause I'm older and I'm wiser and I'm ready to hold on to something deeper, something stronger. I'm ready for you. Here we go again, back to where we've never been. Take it from me, yeah. Here we go again, back to where we've never been. Take it from the end. Mm, and make it better. Here we go again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Start over and make it better. I sang that song for my American Idol audition. Obviously, because they had no taste, they didn't know it. But I was very proud to sing Alex Johnson from Instant Star, a lovely Canadian show, showcasing the amazing adventure which it is to be an artist. Hello there, Linda. I am not well. I'm not well. I lost my disability benefits claim again. They denied me again. I can't live in a country that behaves the way it does. America hates transgender people. It does. So I can't live here. The name of this podcast had to change because I was spending all my time trying to rescue Los Angeles. Los Angeles doesn't want to be rescued. They love a mess because a mess is a beautiful backdrop for them to do a television show or movie on. Homeless people are just unpaid extras in the little dramas. And the fact that the smog and the smoke from the LA fires is choking us and is chemical warfare against poor people just escapes their notice. So I could continue the fight for LA. I'm just not going to. I have to do what is best for my safety, for my happiness. And that means that I have to leave America because America just bombs me the fuck out. I mean, I'm depressed because of my PTSD, but I'm also depressed because I live in a country that sexually abused me. So I don't know what that means for the channel. Maybe I'll keep doing live jams. Maybe I'll just talk about the immigration process because I'm coming to Canada with no money, lots of talent, but no money. And that is probably not the best way to start my life in a new country. I'm hot, I'm single, I'm not looking to get married, but I do like French Canadian. So just putting it out there in the universe. If you want to date a musician, I guess I'm available. I'm really damaged, but if you can't tell by the fact that I cannot do makeup properly or whatsoever, like it's supposed to be a smoky eye, it just looks absolutely dreadful. I should at least watch YouTube makeup tutorials, but I'm more of the mindset of let me just make a mess, have fun, make a mess, be silly, and just not try to be so perfect because it's just undue stress that I don't need in my life. So I'm gonna keep things short and simple. I guess that is what I have to say. I'm going to head out and maybe get some food because I've been denying myself food because I'm scared to get on LA Metro because in LA Metro they just want to rope me. But Rosa Parks wasn't afraid when she sat down, and I shouldn't be afraid either. This is IanXIlyana of Countdown to Canada, the new podcast that I have because I hate LA, love me anyway, is all about misery and the misery that LA causes me. It's all about the celebration of life and ecology, which is what my Countdown to Canada is going to be about. I'll still complain about this crappy city, but I'll try to sprinkle in a little bit more positivity. Threads, this Facebook meta wannabe X, has been censoring me. Anytime I respond, anytime I try and post something, they just deny me the right to do so. And because it's a privately owned company, I'm saying freedom of speech, freedom of press, it doesn't apply there. It really doesn't, because I don't own the platform. And my rights are just denied there. And I started looking at what's appearing in my feed because I complain about transgender people being attacked. They sent me just all these threads of rainbow flags and all these threads of drag queens and transgender people being activists. What are we doing? What are we doing? I appreciate that people want to maybe do something and maybe protest or hold a sign or something. It's not enough. It'll never be enough. Boycott of major American companies, boycotts of major American cities is the only language they understand. When you start removing transgender money, gay money, lesbian money from America, then they'll notice, then they'll care. Holding up a sign in the middle of the street makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you are doing something. And it's more than what I'm doing right now because I'm just complaining on YouTube. But that's not all I'm doing. I'm also drafting petitions to start a space exploration program, to transform how people see California veterans. I'm trying to do something more to reform the community because the issue has always been community. Transgender people, I agree, shouldn't have to live in a gay ghetto. I have written several times that why couldn't LACTA just give me a voucher for West Hollywood so I can be comfortable and wear makeup and dresses and heels or whatever the world I feel like, just be myself among my own people. But instead of that, they moved me to East LA where I can't be myself. I can wear makeup, I suppose, but I have to wear makeup as I run to LA Metro and then hide myself as much as possible because I wouldn't want one of the Latinos here to see that as an invitation to gay bash. What am I supposed to do? I really do dislike it here. And I almost feel like We have to be more bold. We have to be more brave. But how? How? Because I speak to law enforcement. Law enforcement can only do so much. They can do something when there's a crime being committed, but they can't do it before the crime is committed. They can't do it. They can't help us. The laws can't help us. All this picketing and protesting, it's not helping. You know what would help is if transgender people and the gay and lesbians started being more vocal with their dollars, with their money. If you start telling the entertainment industry, when you start telling the video game industry, our people are under attack. So we need our own law enforcement. We need, I mean, there's supposed to be a hate crime division that looks into the attacks against transgender people. Um, I never got in contact with them. I try, but Apple doesn't allow me to use my own cell phone. And then at the end of this month, I won't have a cell phone anymore. And I can't afford a new iPhone, and I don't want an iPhone. I appreciate Apple. I appreciate Apple as a company. I don't want your stuff. I really don't, because I'm holding a cell phone up so I can speak on YouTube about issues that affect me. It's a VA phone, it's a free veteran phone. I'm not going to spend nearly $200 a month or however much my phone bill is going to be to lease a phone when I don't have anyone to call. The only phone calls that I've made are to the Department of Veteran Affairs. Hello again, Chaos Cousin. And those phone calls just, they take me nowhere, because America is a nowhere country. I used to think that it was changing, that it was evolving into something that was humane, connected to what is going on in the world, because we need to have that transgender conversation. It's not going away. It's who we are. It's a freer lifestyle. I mean, when you embrace all of you and you stop saying, stop being so effeminate, stop being so gay, stop being this, stop being that. When you just say, I am what I am, and if you don't like it, fuck you. When you start saying that, you take back your power. You take back control of your own identity. Because the way that we live as men is just, it's hurting us. This obsession with masculinity, this obsession with hatred of cultures that aren't your own, it's beneath us. We live in a world where we put a person on the moon, we can do amazing things, and we choose not to. Instead of doing amazing things, we spend our time mostly indoors in our own little worlds, watching television of people who are paid to play pretend. I appreciate actors and acting. I know I come off like I hate them sometimes. I really do. It's a weird thing, because it's not a lifestyle I'm attracted to whatsoever.
I mean, I like singing, I like performing. I don't like acting. I don't like it. But I do appreciate that I can watch because I bought a Netflix subscription. I didn't have to. I am destitute, but I bought a Netflix subscription because I have to support companies, and I really should have taken up Apple on their offer, but I think I'll pay for a subscription. I'll pay you, Apple, for a subscription for that show Silo. I'll pay you, Netflix, for Fate the Wink Saga. Of all the things I could watch on Netflix, any of their new programming, not Bridgerton, nothing. I would watch Fate the Wink Saga. But I'm glad that I did because that show is deep. It is wonderful. The CGI is great, and it's transportative. You know, when you watch that, you really do feel like they created a new world. I am loving the bisexuality, the little threesome there. I am loving it. I'm applauding Netflix for saying, have the best of both worlds. Have your bro and your hoe. Best of both worlds. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That show, thank you so much for that, because I am a proud bisexual. Even with the PTSD, I still hold out hopes that I might move to a town where I might meet a cool girl that I could vibe with. Unfortunately, unless she's super famous at this point, I can't deal with fucking civilian women because civilian women want to grope me, want to grab my crotch, want to grab my ass, and that's just no, thank you. A celebrity would probably say, you know what, I'll wave at you or I'll nod in your direction, and you know what, that's what I want. That's what I want. I just want. Hmm, that's it. That's it. That's all I need. I could build off of that and just slowly work my way back towards integration because right now I do not want to integrate with these people. I cannot forgive LA for groping me on the Long Beach bus. I cannot forgive LA for committing violent hate crimes against me. So, so instead, I watch Fate, the Wink Saga, because it says so many important things about the world that we live in and the danger that we live in. Hello there, Cricket. How are you? How are you? I am not at my best. I am super stressed living in Los Angeles without my disability benefits. I'm glad to hear that you're good. I couldn't do my makeup correctly. I did a hair treatment and then I just fried my hair because I'm stupid. So yeah, I don't think clearly. I do not know how to style myself. I literally wear this outfit all the time. I have a beard which I need to either shave or I don't know. It's just I don't like it, but what am I gonna do? It's like, am I really gonna pluck myself like a chicken for what? Hi, Cricket. What's wrong is I don't have my disability benefits for my PTSD from military sexual trauma. So instead of having the ability to say, you know what, I'll go for a VA loan and buy a house. And in that house, I can lock that door and say, yeah, I don't have crazy women running up to me on the buses and the trains. I don't have people punching and kicking me and calling me a faggot on the buses and trains. Why? Because I stay at home. LA is of the mindset of, well, you're not allowed to go outside. Because if you go outside, then you'll be punched, you'll kicked, and called a faggot. You'll be gay bashed. You'll be gay bashed if you go through LA. And I love how I've been on threads and I keep seeing this one, like, I don't know if he is a streamer or not, but this media personality of this person, I don't want to know the gender, I'm just going to say person. This person is walking down the street and just strutting the hell out of the crosswalk. It's like the same place every single time, and I didn't even notice. But finally, I panned the camera a bit, and it's patting for me. I see that it's Hollywood, and this person is strutting in Hollywood, and all I can say is that is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Keep in mind, I don't know how you get to Hollywood because I have to come from East LA to go to Hollywood. And that is a whole mess that I have to go through. I have to go through the worst part of the city, downtown LA. Thank you, Cricket. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Without my benefits, I have to just deal with the lowest class of people. And I know I am always bashing my Latino community, but I will continue to do so because this is unacceptable. When you gay bash, when you attack the lesbian, gays, and transgender who live among you, you are terrible people. When you see that there's a violent attack against gay and lesbian and transgender people and you do nothing, you are terrible people. So I will hold up a mirror to every last one of you. Every last one of you. Because when you needed help, when you needed people to advocate for you, for your immigrant rights, for the protection of your culture, the protection of your cultural identity, the gay, lesbian, and transgender people are always there for you. Their pride for being Latino is inexhaustible. Instead of celebrating these people, celebrate these people who bring out the best of your culture, the absolute best. You, Latinos, decided to choose violence. So I'm not going to choose violence against you. I'm just going to bring up the fact that it is trash that I live amongst. That's how I fucking handle it. You should be ashamed. You should 100% be ashamed that your community has every opportunity to embrace those that are different, those that care deeply about our history, but you chose not to. You chose to be violent. Thank you for coming back there, Chaos and Carson. I don't know what to say. I'm just upset. I'm upset because this is not the life I want to lead. I want to be a scientist. I want to be an environmentalist. And I can't seem to do any of that being stuck in this Latino ghetto where they're just violent against the gay, lesbian, transgender people. I can't even bring myself to do any music right now because I'm too upset. I'm too upset that these people think that I'm just gonna stare at your fucking Los Angeles faces when I know that I'm destined for better. Fuck you, fuck your city. If I have to trek over to Canada to meet real people, that is exactly what I'm gonna do because I'm not gonna put up with this LA nonsense. This is Countdown to Canada. My name is IanXIlyana. I will see you on the next